Welcome everyone. Thank you for taking your valuable time and joining us for today's webinar. Our agenda for today's webinar is Thought Leadership Marketing 2021. I am Pratibha Dubey, a digital marketing specialist at Propel Guru. And today in this informative webinar, you will learn about the importance of thought leadership marketing and how to develop a thought leadership strategy to stand out in an overcrowded marketplaces. So you will also get to explore the industry trends and best thought leadership marketing practices from a florist business. So before we begin with this webinar, it would be a privilege for me to introduce Propel Guru before you. Propel Guru is a leading digital marketing company devoted to providing digital experiences which are both spectacular and enriching. The services of Propel Guru include providing ingenious and innovative sales, lead generation, and email marketing, graphical content, and digital marketing solutions to small, medium, and large and Fortune 500 companies. You can head to our website mentioned in the description below box to learn about more about us. So we have Namita Tiwari, today's speaker. She is a business storyteller, result-oriented digital and content marketing leader in technology industries. With rich experience around campaigns, content, and communications, her key feature has been developing messaging and its effectiveness for integrated campaigns. Namita is passionate about creating next generation marketing programs, digital brand and content, and she tends to develop marketing programs that increase share of voice and customer engagement and fuel revenue growth. She has contributed to growth journeys of many Fortune 500 firms across her 18 years of experience, such as HCL Technologies, Infosys, Accenture, and it's currently working with Tata Communications. So, inspired by academia, she is associated with institutes like Amity University, where she has held guest lectures on digital marketing trends and leadership. She is a popular speaker at many marketing podcasts and channels, and an author and thought leader at CIO. So, over to you, Namita.
Thank you, Purple Guru, for this session, for having me here. And as you have already spoken about the agenda of the webinar, I'll just take a few minutes and tell what we have in store today. So we will start with the evolving definition of thought leadership marketing. Everything is changing, and so is the definition of thought leadership marketing. And I'll then talk about the imperatives. Why is it important, how to get it right. Thought leadership marketing essentially is used as a differentiation strategy by most of the players in the market. How do they differentiate themselves using thought leadership marketing? So I'll talk a little bit about that also. Then we will talk in details about how to get it right. What are the key components that you need to have a great thought leadership marketing, campaign, what all it entails. And then we will, of course, go to the industry trends and look at the best practices. What are the key players doing in thought leadership marketing? And we have some exciting examples to talk about there. So let's start with the evolving definition of thought leadership marketing. What is thought leadership marketing? To define thought leadership marketing, it's the ability to lead an industry with a unique point of view, which is hopefully innovative, which has to be relevant, and of course it has to create value for that particular target industry. And the key to thought leadership marketing is how you communicate that in a way that it's inspiring for people. So thought leadership marketing is not selling, it is inspiring. Thought leadership marketing is more of a point of view than a product. So these are the key things that one should know. And thought leadership marketing is a very important strategy that content marketers use to build credibility for themselves and their company and their brand. So thought leadership marketing is a very key vehicle that is leveraged by content marketers. And it is very important that people use thought leadership marketing to establish themselves as an expert in that field, as a thought leader in that field, as a go-to person in that field. Companies, industries, for example, if it is Accenture, they want to, position themselves as the greatest leader in technology and digital, and that's how they've gone about their thought leadership program. We will know more about it in detail as we go further. So that is an important part. And to become a thought leader, one has to create and release intelligent content, relevant content, build communities. Building communities is a very important aspect of thought leadership marketing. Relevant communities, of course, content has to be released by all the channels, digital, social, and everything. But it's important that the content that you work on for thought leadership is very well thought of. It brings about the unique point of view that your industry that you are having for the industry, and it is communicated in an inspiring manner. Do you have any questions, Pratibha?
So, yeah, Namita, can you explain how brands are differentiated themselves with thought leadership and how brands are becoming more focused on approach of thought leadership?
I'll go back to the example that I mentioned, which is Accenture. So Accenture has been a front runner in terms of digital, and of course, it's a front runner for technology. And they have an event called Tech Vision, which they hold every year. Similarly, IBM has an event called Think. So every year it's like it's Think 2021 for this year, and it was Think 2020 for the last year. So every year they come up with an event where they cover all the upcoming emerging technologies, all the challenges related to those technologies, and they invite speakers all over the world. They have a great thought leadership event, and as a result of that event, so how do they do it is first they probably hold a thought leadership event, and then they create very, very interesting rich reports out of that thought leadership event, which is content, and then related content is created, and everything is dissipated in the market, organically, in the best manner possible, in the most inspiring manner possible. So I hope I answered that question.
Definitely, that was a very good answer from your end. So, yeah, we can move ahead.
So I just want to quote a couple of information from the industry that I got. So there was a research that was done by Edelman and LinkedIn, and out of 1,200 respondents, that they had for this is for a B2B data, business to business data, 58% read for one or more hours of thought leadership content per week, and it is also evident that most of these respondents mentioned that they used thought leadership content to think about the organizations they might want to hire or might want to work with, and consuming thought leadership content has an impact on their purchasing decisions. So this was 60% of decision makers said that thought leadership convinced them to buy a product or a service. So while talking about thought leadership, you don't particularly push a product or a service. You push your thought process. You push your point of view forward. But of course, everything has eventually an impact in business, and this data very, very clearly reflects why it is important to get thought leadership right. And the source for this study is Edelman, LinkedIn, and HubSpot. How thought leadership can be an effective differentiation strategy for your company or brand.
Yeah.
Now, yes, so most importantly, it gives a voice and a point of view to your brand, to your company. It positions you as a leader in the industry. So we know that Accenture and IBM are the leaders in the tech industry, and they have spent a lot of time positioning themselves as thought leaders. It brings more value and credibility to your brand, because with thought leadership, you're inspiring them. You're not just pushing or selling anything to them. It's more of a inspirational led interaction where you engage with them, you build communities with them. So you have to have the content right. But yes, constant presence with community building. It is not necessarily with customers. Thought leadership marketing is done with partners, even employees. Microsoft has a great initiative wherein they engage with their employees, and it's of course for employee engagement, but it has its own thought leadership element also very strongly in it.
I have a very quick question again, Namita.
Yeah.
So, can you give me an example of community building for thought leadership so that our viewers can understand the concept much or more better?
I'll talk about HCL. HCL Technologies, they have a community called CIO Straight Talk.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yes.
yes, CIO Straight Talk is essentially, to tell you, because I've worked with HCL, started off as a publication, and then they made a LinkedIn community out of it, and then they I mean, it's just great because it started off as one publication many years ago, and then they turned into a community, and now they have multiple publications. So now they have CIO Straight Talk for retail industry, CIO Straight Talk for FSI. They started off with one, but the most important part is that they build a great community using LinkedIn and otherwise also, and then they of course have physical events as well. So it's all amalgamation of community content coming together, and of course a great point of views. So
Yeah,
it is a very good example for community building.
a very good example. Yeah.
How to get it right, and possibly a little bit about the approach. I'll put together all my thoughts together and share it with you.
Yeah.
So building a point of view and articulating a messaging, identifying cohorts for thought leadership. So everything, your point of view, once you study the industry and you build a point of view, you have to think how to articulate it, so that you can convey the right message to the right customer cohort. By customer cohort, I mean various segments of customers, or set of customers who are thinking alike, or set of customers who possibly behave alike from your target mindedness. And so it's important to articulate your message, identify the cohorts. It's very important to study the market, so and have insightful content. So I have listed out a couple of what I mean by insightful content. So annual trends, survey reports, analyst-backed research reports, partner-led, content, essentially reports, and then you have the industry research reports, voice of industry, CXO surveys. So what companies do is they try to engage with either an analyst, or they try to engage, with an external industry body, and and get a survey done to understand what is working, what is not working, what is the industry thinking, and then get the information and then build their point of view out of it, build a thought leadership content out of it. Community building, of course, I spoke about the HCL's example, so we know about CIO Straight Talk. There are similarly many other community building activities which are done for, which work very well for thought leadership. Owning your annual thought leadership event. Now, this mostly the big players do it. So, like Accenture does it with TechVision, and IBM does it with Think. It works really well if you can do that. And for some niche players, also I have observed in the industry, they also do it well, but they do it with a very niche audience. So they know who they want to invite and who they want to talk to, and that's how they go about it. Build and enrich influencers for your brand. Okay, so this is again important. Influencers are very important because they are going to talk about your point of view. They are going to talk about your brand. So it's important that you have a set of influencers identified. For all these huge thought leadership events, there is a very well thought through, very well researched influencer list that is prepared, and influencers are targeted, and they are invited for these thought leadership events, and their opinions are invited for various content creation for thought leadership. So influence is a very important part of thought leadership marketing. Then you have leadership endorsements, keynote sessions, books by CXOs. So if you're having a thought leadership marketing exercise at your company, it's important that get it endorsed by leadership, so that it gets that kind of attention, and it also gets that kind of it also makes that kind of impact in the impact of inspiration, impact of engagement with your target audience also. Leverage your point of view in customer success, partner, and employee stories. So of course, yeah, so once you have a point of view, you can leverage it. You have to showcase it, talk about it in an inspirational manner, and as I mentioned before, not just for customers, for your partners and any other segment that you may want to target.
Can you pick up the top three factors out of all that you have listed to get thought leadership correctly?
So content, the most important factor.
Yeah.
Community is the second most important factor, and the third one will be the influencers. Having the
Yeah.
right influencers for your.
Right now, the influencers plays a very crucial role, like in marketing sector. Yeah, I
Yes.
agree with this too.
Every year, Accenture comes up with 5 or 6 main trends for technology, and these are all futuristic trends. which means that they are, they are thought leadership. They are trying to identify what the future of technology is going to be like, and they are trying to present that to the industry. They are trying to showcase that and engage proactively on those emerging technologies with their customers, with the market. And so there's a keynote session that usually is held by the CIO. He holds it. So there's a leadership endorsement. There are huge sessions. There are huge number of reports that are created, very, very deep dive reports. And some of the key trends that have come up for 2021 is, the stack strategically, mirrored world, I technologist, anywhere, everywhere, from me to we, and get the essentials. So if you look at these trends, they are talking about the same technology which is running right now, but they have an angle of upping on them, which means that they are looking at it from a futuristic standpoint. So it is not just AI, it is what after AI. It is not just digital twins, it's talking about mirror world. It's talking about, anywhere, everywhere. So from me to we. So these are all futuristic thought leadership trends, and they basically they give a direction to the technology conversations. They are very, very impactful. These events are very, very impactful, and they are very beautifully backed by content. They are very beautifully backed by influencers. And I'm sure if you get a chance, please do see the website and you will know more about it. Example is IBM. It's again a thought leadership event that happens every year. Think. And again, just like what I spoke about Accenture, they look at the market and they look at the future. And they, of course, they do a lot of research and come up with the key technology trends, and they engage with communities, bring out the best speakers in the industry who have sessions, and create great content backing it, and influencer, and have a great set of influencers also around the same. Like in 2021, IBM was talking about AI, automation, hybrid cloud, and practical innovation. So these are the things that are already there, but how they are talking about it, what is their point of view, is thinking ahead on each of these technologies, thinking ahead and putting out their point of view. So it's very interesting set of ideas, very interesting set of trends. I would recommend you to check the website and you will know more about it. One of the most interesting examples of thought leadership marketing from the industry that I find inspiring and worth mentioning is Accenture's Tech Vision. Accenture every year comes up with 5 key futuristic trends for the technology space for the year. And these trends are ahead. These trends are futuristic, and they are backed with solid research. They are backed with very intricate expertise. And for this year, for 2021, they have come up with the theme of Moment of Truth. And the trends that are there are again ahead of what the current technologies are. So it's like moving ahead from digital twins to mirrored world. It's like going from bring your own device to bring your own environment. So that's anywhere, everywhere. And it's again moving ahead from from AI, from me to we. And it's about how you manage your technologies, how do you stack strategically, how do you bundle your solutions together.
Can you take us through the natural example of the thought leadership events? Tell me some more about it, and how and what factors must be applied to get the concept right. So I would suggest that look at the industry, research what the industry is thinking about, what is currently the key challenge, what are the current technologies, and then engage with some analyst teams, engage with some industry bodies to understand them better, and then build on your point of view, get the messaging right, and communities, content, and influencers. That's what thought leadership marketing is all about. Interesting thought leadership marketing example that I would like to give and mention here is IBM. IBM's annual event called Think.
which again happens every year, and it is a great place to know about technology trends. You have the who's who of the tech world, the visionaries, the innovators, and the game changers all coming together and brainstorming about what's going to happen next in technology. There are direction talks and trends that are specifically discussed on this event. It is backed by great content. It is backed by great sessions, great insights, and the key themes for this year 2021 Think event has been AI, automation, hybrid cloud, and innovation, and predominantly talking about how AI can make the business more predictive and more resilient, how digital transformation can accelerate business outcomes, security, how to put it everywhere you do business, and of course the technology, managing your technology stack, and how do you put together solutions in this world of customization and changing needs of customers. So it's a very interesting thought leadership event. It's backed by great content. Please do check it out whenever you have some time. So Accenture and IBM, I've explained these two examples, and I think there'll be many more that you can find on thought leadership marketing. But these two are the ones that I specifically wanted to highlight in the session.
I hope our audience liked this webinar on Thought Leadership Marketing 2021. And I hope you all have found this webinar very informative and could gather relevant insights into this webinar in the world of thought leadership marketing and why it is necessary to focus on practices of thought leadership. So this is all about the webinar today, and it was a privilege having you as your audience. And thank you once again for attending this webinar. We will look forward to see you again with this upcoming webinar. And thank you, Namita, so much for joining this webinar. And we had a very great experience with you for doing this amazing webinar on Thought Leadership Marketing 2021. And if you have any queries or suggestions to our lovely audience about this webinar, please do not hesitate and feel free to contact us via email, and details are mentioned in the description box below. And if, in case if you have missed on something during this webinar, don't forget and don't worry, we will be soon uploading this webinar video on our YouTube channel. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Propel Guru, for making more and informative digital marketing content. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thank you.